Today we're doing Bath Racecourse. Welcome to Dave the Soup Betting. This is a description and details about Bath Racecourse. I'll go over course topography, I'll give you examples of races, we'll talk about the draw, give you the standard times and the fastest times over recent times. I'll give you 5 and 6 furlongs, which are approximate at Bath, seconds per length, to show how fast or slow the track is. I'll give you top trainers and jockeys over the last 3 years and come up with a conclusion. So this is at the races Bath course map, which is a little bit inaccurate. It doesn't show you any undulations or rises really. It says this is a slight fall, which is here, going from right to left. And then it says from here, it says a slight rise. Bit of an understatement. But the most glowing error is this here. The 10 furlong and 46 yard start is not there. The 10 furlong and 46 yard start is here. And I'll show you a race. And I'll show it you on the topography of the course. So, 2,246 yards starts here. Not as both the racing post and the at the races map, it shows it about here. It is not. It's here. It's on a shoot. Okay, let's zoom out. So we start off. This is 1 mile 2 and 46 yards. The 1 mile 3 and 150 yards starts further along the chute, but I'm not going that far. So you come out the stalls and then you join the main round track. Okay, now what happens here, the horses drawn low when they come out the stalls are actually at a disadvantage because it's classed as a left-handed track, and the low numbers are drawn on the inside of the track, but they're arcing right here and they stick to this right hand side rail, and then they come across the track onto the left hand inner rail. So it's all about this bend here, and then once they've sorted themselves out they go straight on, and it's all downhill to the main bend at Bath. And once they hit this bend, it's all uphill climb. I'll show you a race over 1 mile 2 and 46 yards, which shows you that it starts just on the chute before hitting the round track. There's a 1 mile 2 furlong and 46 yards race at Bath. They start on the chute, unlike it says on the maps for the racing post and at the races. The one in the Star Spangled Banner American flag colours is drawn 1.
Playing up in the outside stalls, lurch forward, they're off away. Tenyata was slow to go, restrained leaving the stalls.
So they come down there. That's the chute.
Well grouped otherwise, and Western Court showing with the advantage to Bramble, Jelly and Rasmar and Mercury, and then touching hands on the outside of Thrilling Dream, and by far the best.
And there you go. They started up here. That's the main course. They're coming down. So they've gone left onto the right hand side, and then they're going to come back over. So remember, this was drawn 1. So he's having to go wide. Okay, this is the back straight. This is where the 1 mile and the 7 furlong start was or is. And now they're on the main track, which is going left-handed. So now it's all left-handed. They're coming down the main bend, which leads onto the straight.
And Papa Smurf, the favourite, now getting up the inside. It still looks a little bit green.
It's all bends.
Behind them in the yellow jacket is Magic Rascal in a noseband.
Still on the bend. It's a big bend.
The best is further back from Harlington, Exceptionality, and finally Tenyata. Western
And now,
lead them past the half-mile mark.
as you can see, this is the main track, the main straight.
Back in fifth place, getting a shake or two of the reins.
There we go. It's all bends, 3 furlong running. And you can see how this is leading on the rail. Not a good place to be. You want to be 3 off the rail. You want to come down the centre of the track here. I've not seen this race, so I don't know if the one on the inside wins, but I'd sooner be down the middle. But these are 2-year-olds. You can see how it slightly jinks away. They're all queuing up to get there. They're 3 off the rail, 4 off the rail. They're the ones. It's where you want to be. There you go, it's where you want to be. So, topography at Bath. It's generally a stiff track at most distances, but this is mainly due to the uphill 4 furlong running. It's a galloping track despite the course configuration having lots of bends. The bend which comes onto the straight, which is not actually technically a straight, but on the running, which is 4 furlongs, does run away when you're coming off the round course. The running is about 4 furlongs and it is uphill all the way. Bath Racecourse, where the red arrow is there, that's the start of the 5 furlong 161 yard line, the starting position. It has its own separate chute. Now as you can see, they come out of the stalls, it's pretty level, and then it's probably slightly downhill. Now where the arrow is now is also the start of the 5 furlong and 11 yards sprint, which actually starts uphill. And as you can see at this point, it's all uphill until it more or less levels out near the winning line, where it actually slightly rises again. But this is on the chute, the sprint chute. So it's uphill once they get to the 5 furlong and 11 yard start. And then it joins the round course. And it's uphill all the way. And it's all on an arc, all on the bend. And it just starts to level out somewhat, about a furlong away from the winning line. So about the 1 furlong pole it starts to level out. There are 1 or 2 very minor undulations until we get to the winning line. It's a stiff track. The elevation, as you can see, and I like Bath. You can get some winners from Bath that can win at Newmarket, Newbury and Ascot. You can see it's very stiff. It's all uphill until about there, which is 200 metres, basically the furlong pole. The draw does depend a lot on the field size, but I don't mind a middle to high within reason. So we're talking 6 and upwards is fine by me, but I wouldn't want to be much higher than 12 on the sprint track. The standard times at Bath, it's 5 furlongs and 11 and 5 furlongs and 160. They don't have a 6 furlong, and I can't find recent records of 7 furlongs either. What you will find is that my standard of 120 for 10 furlongs and 37 yards, my standard of 126 seconds is actually faster than the fastest time in the last 5 years, and the Racing Post standard is also very, very close to the fastest time in the last 5 years. This is due to the standard of the race horses running at Bath, which they don't have Group 1, 2, 3. They do have a listed race, but that's on the sprint track. The 5 and 6 seconds per length over 10 furlongs, sorry, over 10 feet. There's no 6 furlongs at Bath. It's actually 5 furlongs, 160 yards, and the 5 furlongs is 5 furlongs and 11 yards. But as you can see, comparative to my average, which is 0.177, at 5 furlongs it's 0.179, and over the extended 5 or just shy of 6, it's 0.181 seconds, which is faster than what I would call a fair average track, which is Doncaster. So it's classed as a stiff track, but not quite as comparatively stiff as Pontefract. These are the top trainers and jockey over a period of 3 years, up until middle July 2024. As you can see in the trainer profile, Clive Cox is the highest. This is by percentage strike rate for winners. So Clive Cox, which is at the top, has had 17 wins, 23 plays, 66 runners. He's got a win strike rate of 25.8% and a win and place strike rate of just over 60%. You'll also notice in the trainer column, I have left Richard Annan in the column. Despite his retirement, his son's taken over and he'll probably just carry on doing the similar pattern to what his father did. In the jockey column, you can see David Egan is top there with a 28.6% strike rate. And there's some very high wins and placed strike rates of 60% and 64%. That's very high. So in conclusion, generally it is a stiff track, mainly due to the 4 furlong uphill running. It suits strong running horses that stay on strongly. It is possible to lead all the way, but generally you need to stay, and it's better to be 3 to 5 horse widths off the rail in the last 2 furlongs. The draw can be muddling, but at sprints a middle draw is okay. In big runner fields, being drawn high is a disadvantage. And I'm talking 18 and upwards, 15 maybe. There is no watering at Bath. Fast ground is the norm, even hard. And at Bath, if it's described as good to firm, anywhere else it would be classed as firm. This is Dave the Suit. If you've enjoyed this video and you found it informative, please like and subscribe. Bye for now.